Hi, today I'm going to present about topics related to science and technology activities to help children understand science concept. So my name is Flora. I'm going to talk about the introduction. Science is about observing, making predictions, testing those predictions, and trying to figure out what those results mean. Teaching many basic science concepts to young children at their level of understanding. Science should not be a scary word for children. Show to children that science is about the way things work and can constantly be found all around us. The first activity is science experiment is about seeing and flat experiment. For introduction, the seeing and flat experiment introduces children to the concept of buoyancy and density by predicting the observing which objects will sink or float in water. How to teach this experiment for young children? First, start by discussing the concept of seeing and floating with children. Second, gather various objects like a coin, feather, rock, and plastic. And third, have children predict if each object will sink or float before testing them in a container of water. The material is the first one is coin, second feather, third stone, fourth plastic, and the last one is container of toy. Advantage teaching this experiment for young children. This experiment helps children understand basic physics principles, encourages critical thinking, and improve their observation skills. So reading a journal that related to this experiment is this article provides a detailed guide on how to conduct the experiment, including the necessary materials and props. It also discusses the advantages of the activity and its importance in introducing children to the concepts of density and buoyancy. Second topic is garden science, which is teach about plant life cycle. Introduction. The plant life cycle activity teaches children about the stages of plant growth from seed to plant. How to teach? First, begin by explaining the life cycle stages, which is first with seeds, second sprout, third plant, and then flower. The last one is fruit. Second, plant seeds in small pots and have children observe and document the growth over time. The material used for this activity is the first one is seeds, second, small pots, third, soil, fourth, water, and the last one, of course, sunlight. The advantages to teach plant life to young children is this activity educates children about nature, fosters responsibility, enhances their understanding for the environment. The genre of reading that related to this topic is The Tiny Seed by Eric Carle, which is about a beautifully illustrated children's book that tells the story of tiny seed's journey and growth into a giant flower. The book follows the seed as it's blown by the wind along with other larger seeds facing various challenges and dangers along the way. Third topic is painting. It is about missing color. Introduction. Missing colors is a fun and educational activity that introduces children to the world of color theory and activity. By blending primary colors, children can discover how new colors are formed and explore the magic of color transformation. How to teach missing color to children? First, start by introducing the concept of primary colors, which is red, yellow, and blue, and explaining how they can be mixed to create secondary colors. Second, provide children with watercolors to engage their senses and encourage experimentation. The material or props to do the missing color experiment is the first one, of course, water. Second, color plastic of cups. The third one is liquid watercolors. Advantages. Missing colors help children develop their cognitive skills, creativity, and understanding of color relationship. It promotes sensory exploration, fine motor skill, critical thinking, as children predict and observe color changes. So, a reading and journal that we found the related to this topic is 30 Fun Ideas for Missing Colors by Fantastic Fun and Learning. This article offers 30 engaging ideas for missing colors designed to get little scientists and artists involved in fun activity that explore color theory and encourage creativity. That's all from me, and I pass this for my friend. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Vero Gawis and I will present about our fourth topic, which is the water cycle activity. The water cycle activity teaches children about how water moving around our planets, and they can learn that the water evaporates from oceans and rivers, then turn into clouds and fall back into the earth as rain and flows back into ocean, river and lakes. It shows them that how water constantly moving and changes in their form, therefore helping them to understand the importance of water in our world. And how to teach these activities to children is by explaining that there are four stages that involve in the water cycle, which is evaporation, convection, precipitation, and collection. And after that, the teacher can show one interactive video to show how water cycle process. And after that, the teacher can start the activity, which is to conduct the water cycle experiment to children. There are five materials that is needed to conduct this experiment: plastic ziplock, permanent marker, water, blue food coloring, and clear tape. And after teacher done to prepare all the material, the teacher can start the experiment with the children. And I will explain about the advantages of learning about water cycle to children. Learning about water cycle is important to children because it can help them to learn about how water moves around the earth, and they can also be more aware of their surrounding, improve their science skill, and encourage them to be more appreciative toward water and other natural resources. Not only that, through this learning experience, they can develop critical thinking and problem solving. To learn more about the water cycle activity, the teacher can go to journal National Geographic Kids under the title of the water cycle. And the National Geographic Kids offer an engaging science content for children, sparking their curiosity and environmental awareness through fun experiment, facts, and activity. And the children can learn many topics from animals, environments, human body, and many more through this National Geographic magazine online. For our fifth topic, I will explain about oil and water activity. The oil and water experiment is the most known classic science activity that demonstrate the unmixable between oil and water. This experiment is a simple experiment yet engaging way to introduce to children about the concept of density and the properties of different liquids. How teacher can teach this topic? The teacher can start by explaining the different weight between water and oil, and then teacher can show the water and oil properties in liquid to children, then conduct the oil and water experiment to demonstrate to children that water and oil cannot be mixed with each other, although they are both liquid. The material that is involved in this activity is oil. The teacher can choose to use baby oil or vegetable, depends on the teacher choice, and then put coloring and dropper. And then after teacher done preparing all the material, the teacher can start the experiment. And by learning this oil and water experiment, the advantages to the children is they can understand that oil and water is, is two different properties and have different density. And the experiment that is conducted will spark the interest and curiosity in children about learning science. To learn more about oil and water experiment, teacher or children can go to Oil and Water Experiment by Shelley Brewer on the website STEAM Power Family. And in this article, they offer ways to foster the curiosity and learning in children, and they are focused on STEM, and they also offer a variety of methods on how to conduct the oil and water experiment. As for our conclusion, engaging children in various science and technology activity is important to help them develop their understanding of basic concept of science that happens around them. For example, by conducting or do sink or float experiment, they can learn about floating concept, and then by studying about plant life cycle, they can learn that how plant develop and how the plant can change over time. Not only that, when they are using creative activities such as mixed color activity, this activity can improve their imagination and teach them about primary and secondary color. And when they learn about life cycle, water cycle activity, they can learn about how the process of water cycle works, and by learning about water cycle activity, they can understand that how water moves around the earth. And when they are learning about oil and water activity, they can understand that oil and water have different properties and have different weights. And for teachers, they can make the science learning experiment in a interesting and productive ways by implementing a variety of experiments that support the various learning style to children, and this can encourage children curiosity and help them to develop critical thinking abilities while providing a strong foundation for additional inquiry into the science subject. That's all from our group. Thank you.